Hey, the bench. You see how pretty that guy was? That's how we got the day started for the day. We got your son over there on the bench, man. How about that? Already in the studio.
It's nice, nice seeing him. It's nice seeing him.
Absolutely. Hey, guys, welcome back to Exigent Sports. I'm your host, Coach DJ Pendergrass. Right here live on set, I have Alex Stewart. As you've seen on the bench, we have a son, Caden Stewart. I call him Little Stu, and this is Big Stu right here on set. Interesting show we're going to talk about today. Everybody's talking about the news that's happening in Clinton. The grade manipulation. Ooh. The grade manipulation. Around 8:30, guys, we're going to open up the phone lines. You guys will be able to call, give your, opinions, and let's talk about the firing of Coach Keith. Man, that's devastating news for Clinton.
That is. But
we don't know the truth, right?
No,
There's a lot of stuff that's still out there, a lot of allegations.
Yeah, things will come to light here in the next couple of weeks.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. I hope they don't drag it out.
Yeah.
But we're going to keep it steady. I keep it star-studded. Alex here. We have the Bolo Player of the Week is in the house, Riker Orms. We have our Committed Player of the Week, one of the best running backs that I've ever seen put on an Oak Ridge Wildcat jersey. Jarvis Dozier is right here in the building. Guys, stay locked in. And since you're here, go ahead and make someone aware. Please share. Make someone aware. Please share, because sharing is caring. And it don't cost anything to share.
No, it doesn't.
So go ahead and let them know Alex Stew's right here, our Bolo Player of the Week, and we do want to hear your opinion about what's going on in the Anderson County area at Clinton High School. Alex, how you doing? I know you as coach or Big Stu.
Yeah.
You coached for a long time. Started out Little League.
Yeah, started Little League. Started with Caden probably about 5-6 years old.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we just worked our way up. We had that little COVID year where you took a year off, but then I was asked to coach the high school, and I coached high school for a couple years too. Great experience. I can't say enough good about Gaddis and Coach Cummins, and even I didn't directly coach with Rang, but I had a little brother who coached, who was coached by him. So yeah, all great coaches.
Absolutely.
All great coaches.
And speaking of that time, and I was going to get to that, but since you brought it up, T. Ray, right? T. Ray was a kid that just played to be with his buddies, right?
Yeah.
My son. But you made a tremendous impact on him. You believed in him. You pushed him. You worked him where he started last year and had a decent, season prior before him getting hurt. So thank you for that. Thank you for giving him the insight and being hard on him to make him love the game.
So with kids like T. Ray, man, you just need a little motivation, a little fire set up under you. You know what it is. I mean, he's got the size, he's got the, he's got the footwork. I mean, you look who his daddy is. So I mean, it's just, I guess, lighting that fire under that kid's, telling him he can do it. Most, maybe put him to the side. You just gotta, with kids like him, I mean, you really got to sit up there and talk to him and get real personable with him. That's
absolutely.
a big thing. He responded well, and now look at him.
Absolutely.
I think the sky's the limit for that guy.
I agree, man. So again, thank you for that. So what we do here on Exigent Sports is we give parents and the players insight on what it takes to not only be a high school student, what steps did you take as a high school athlete to prepare yourself, to the collegiate level. So tell the folks out there who don't know who you are, obviously they see your name, who you are, where you're from, where you play high school ball at, and where did that lead you?
So, I'm born and raised Oak Ridge, through and through. I started the boys club, age 4 or 5 years old, worked my way up. I always wasn't the best out there, wasn't the strongest, wasn't the fastest, but I always had heart. My father always told me and instilled in me, you got heart, that heart will take you places.
Absolutely.
So I was good enough to play, start as a sophomore at Oak Ridge back in, when we went to state.
Yeah.
And then I guess the sky's really the limit. I mean, the rest is really history, because after that, I played 3 more years. Was able to get a scholarship at Middle Tennessee. Played 4 years there, and So.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So tell me, and I know you talked about, your father instilled in you, hard work pays off. What were some of those things that you did in high school that kind of set yourself apart for you to be able to make a way to the collegiate level?
So with me, man, I had tunnel vision when I was in high school, because I had a father who played at the next level. So it was always, your dad did you. So it's like I had a chip on my shoulder where I had to prove myself. I didn't want to go. I don't want to be his son. I wanted to be Alex Stewart.
Absolutely.
I don't want to be.
You don't want to be Bronny.
Yeah. You don't ever want. At And I don't want that.
Right,
I don't want.
right.
I want to make a path for myself.
Absolutely.
So that was a big thing. So like, when a lot of kids are out doing what they're doing, whatever, hanging out, whatever whatever they might do, I was in the weight room. I was trying to get it. I was at blanket ship. I mean, I didn't sleep. That's what I wanted. I had tunnel vision in that goal. I wanted to play. I wanted a full scholarship, and so that's what I did. Anything I could do to be better,
Yeah.
whether it on Sundays getting up and pushing that sled around. I mean, you name it, chopping wood. I remember my dad was real big about chopping wood when I was a kid, and I chopped wood all day.
Yeah.
I mean, just, little things like that, man. When people are sleeping, people are taking it easy, I'm trying to get after it.
So on the show, I've been blessed to talk to a lot of different coaches, high school, collegiate level coaches, even, coaches that have made it to the NFL, So I've spoken to a lot of people on this show. And I always talk about camps. Were you one of those kids who went to the camps and, that would kind of got your name out there? Or did your work come wholeheartedly from Oak Ridge High School?
So, I'm class of '08. So like camps, I mean, you had the Nike, you had the Scout, and I went to one Scout combine in Louisville, and I made second team all camp or whatever. But I really didn't. I went to a lot of like the university, like I went to Tennessee camp, I went to Kentucky camp. So yeah, you do have to go to these camps to get exposure, see who you are. But I mean, ultimately, it comes down. I mean, game film, like when they play, and I'm not talking like a highlight. A lot of people like to throw highlights, and I got buddies that coach in the next level, and I got buddies that that they don't want a highlight tape. They want to see what is he doing on the plays that it's going backside or it's going what is he doing? They want to see that. They want to see the whole player. They don't want to see he runs a touchdown here and there. People got highlights for days, but they want to see the whole. And I don't think a lot of kids and stuff understand that. So.
Right.
Highlights good and everything, but I want the game film.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely, and that kind of set. Now I like that. And I've been doing this show for about 23 weeks now, and I've never heard anybody say the game film. Right? Yeah. We talk about social media a lot, right? And was you a star? Did you get 3, 4, 5 stars at that time?
No. Stars were. I'm not saying that they were hard to come by back then. I think maybe I was 2-star at one and maybe a 3-star on Scout or something. Nothing crazy or anything, but it was hard to get
social media wasn't out like that.
No, not like that. No, I mean we were still cameras and video phones wouldn't even really
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it was more like exposure camps and stuff like that. Word of mouth was, if you know somebody knows somebody, so. I mean, but yeah, those camps were pretty big, and that was back when you do one-on-ones. You didn't have to sign all that stuff to do it, and you didn't have helmets or pads. It was literally, one-on-one. A lot of I've seen some nose broken. It's been I mean, trenches ain't for the faint-of-hearted. So
absolutely. Well, we have a special guest that we first introduced when we got here. Tell us who that is over there on the bench.
Well, that is my son, Caden.
Caden Stewart, how you doing, young man?
Doing pretty good.
What grade are you in, Caden?
9th.
You are a freshman at Oak Ridge High School, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What is your favorite thing to do outside of playing sports?
It's going to sound weird, but I like to draw. I'm a bit of an artist.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound weird at all. It actually sounds genius. I like that. So are you in the anime or, or you cartoon or you into buildings, landscape? What do you like to draw?
Mainly superheroes and comic books, but I'll just kind of draw whatever comes to my mind.
Yeah, nice, sweet. So let me ask you, how many sports do you play?
2, football and track, but I only did track 7th and 8th grade year. I didn't get to do it 9th grade year.
So you didn't do track your freshman year?
I did not.
Okay. Is there a reason why?
I just wanted to focus more on football.
So your dad, he has a bigger stature as far as body, right? He has a wider, but you're a very tall young man. Obviously, you won't take on the role that your dad did as a high school student. What do you do to keep yourself prepared and keep engaged so you can actually get out there on that football field?
Just being in the weight room with him every day, working with him on and off the field. Like after practice, he'll tell me what I needed to do better, and we'll go work on it. Working on Sundays when everyone else is resting, just doing the little things that matter.
Absolutely. So with a grandfather to play at the next level, with the dad to play at the next level, do you have any ambitions to play in the collegiate ball?
I do. I do want to play in college and hopefully get a chance at the NFL.
Absolutely, and that's perfect. I love that ambition for you, and I can actually see you doing that, Caden. I've actually seen you work, right? I've seen your work ethic off, when nobody's looking, right? And that's what it takes. It's not about what you can do on the field. It's not what you can do at practice. It's what you're going to do when nobody's watching you. So you keep that hard work ethic up, and it's going to help you. Now, if there was anybody you can get a scholarship from, say, I'm blessed to receive an offer from, who would it be?
University of Oregon.
Awesome. Is it the jerseys?
Makes no sense.
It's a little bit of the jerseys, but they do have a good football program. I watched a couple YouTube videos on their weight room and how they train. I just really like the atmosphere at Oregon.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm a huge fan of that. One of my kids wants to go to Oregon as well, and I've always talked. You heard me talk to your dad about camps. So I'm always looking it up. There's not a straight flight from Nashville or Knoxville to Oregon. You're going to have a layover somewhere. More likely it's going to be in Los Angeles or somewhere. So it's not a direct flight. So you're looking at about 4 hours to Los Angeles, depending on what that layover is, another hour or two. So that can be about a 10-hour flight on the norm going back and forth to Oregon. Are you ready for that?
Yes, sir. Anything to chase my dreams of playing at the next level and playing beyond college.
I love that, and you keep that attitude. Now, in school, obviously you can be one of the best out there, but if you can't get it done in the classroom, obviously that's going to switch things up. Do you keep up with your GPA, and how are you doing in school?
I do keep up with my GPA. I'm doing pretty good in school. A's and B's.
Nice.
He makes me, but I kind of like it because it's nice to come home after football practice and have nothing to do. It's just nice.
Absolutely. Well, just know that there's going to be somebody that's not as talented as you, but their grades are on point. So that college coach is going to be like, I don't really like Caden, but Jim over here keeps those grades top tier, and he works just as hard. Once we get him here, we can mold him to what we need to do. So make sure you're not only working harder than everybody in America at football, you're also doing the same thing in the classroom, because that's going to pay dividends. It's going to separate you from your peers, okay? Very important. And also, I heard you say that you had, big ambitions to play in NFL. I've talked to NFL coaches, player developmental coaches, and, they was telling me that under one roof, there are many different jobs in the NFL. So never count yourself out as doing something else professionally for the NFL other than just being a player, because anything can happen, right? But if you want to be a pro, you still can be a pro. You still can rub elbows with those same guys. You still can make a lot of money, build a career, reach for the moon, because even if you fall short, you'll still be amongst the stars, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I like that, man. I appreciate you and your pops. Thank you, man, for joining the show.
Always,
it was great.
man.
If you got a little time, just hang around if you want to.
Yeah.
But, guys, we got to take a quick commercial break. Bolo Player of the Week is on the way. Committed Player of the Week is on the way. We will be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
This is so much more open and lively than I think we're used to.
Food, entertainment, everything was great.
Amazing time, really amazing time. It's a great family outing. There's tons of vendors, plenty of food to eat.
You got to see it.
There's music, there's laughter, there's all of these amazing things just going on wherever you look and turn.
We plan to come back every year as long as I can.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You're supposed to do the last part, dude. Come on, let's try it again. Welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, like he said. How you doing, Riker?
Good, how about you, Coach?
Man, I'm blessed. Thank you so much for joining the show, taking the time to come out here with me. Stike, I've coached you for many years.
Yes,
and the
sir.
years I didn't coach, I've seen you play for many years. And look at us, we're still side by side doing this thing.
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite sport?
Football, Coach.
Absolutely. Would you see yourself playing any other sport besides football?
Track.
Track? You do some track?
Yeah, I haven't done it since 8th year, but I plan on doing it this upcoming season that come back up. So
Good. What grade are you in?
sophomore.
Sophomore. Strong sophomore, that is. Then this is Riker Arms, guys. As you see right there, he is our Bolo Player of the Week. For those of you that are just tuning in for the first time, Bolo means be on the lookout. So our Be on the Lookout Player of the Week is Riker Arms, sophomore at Clinton High School, and is an amazing athlete. This kid he's been on our top 5 here. He's just amazing skills to pay the bills. He has a few years to, build his strength, and I see good things coming for you, son. So congratulations on being the Bolo Player of the Week.
Thank you, Coach.
Absolutely, thank you. And this is my godson, so I take good pride in having this young man sitting right beside me. Now, Riker, I know you've been on a hunt, and just to play football and be the best that you can be, get an opportunity. Do you have any plans on playing collegiate ball?
Yes, sir. I plan on going to college. Playing NFL hopefully one day. So
Yeah. So you've heard us talk about, going to camps and stuff like that. Is there any camps that you've been able to attend?
yeah, I went to a Tennessee camp last year. It was pretty fun. I went to it was some little school, but it was still a camp. Got experience, get used to environment of camps and stuff like that.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter, how little a school is. It doesn't. Let me tell you something real cool. I know a coach that started off at a little school. 2 years later, he was at a bigger school.
Yes, sir.
3 years later, he's getting paid millions of dollars at a bigger school, right? So you make those connections, no matter how big or small they are. You make those connections with those coaches. You let them know who you are, why you're there, and what you want. You told me you want to go to college and be in the NFL.
Yes, sir.
You got to tell those college coaches that. Make a relationship with them so you can make sure you can go to that next level. Now, in those camps and things like that, have you received any offers, or have you received any come visit my school, come visit a camp, any schools like that reaching out to you, any coaches?
Yeah, I had Miami, Ohio reach out to me wanting to come on a camp, and then Henry and Emory was the one camp I was talking about. They reached out to me, but other than that, not as far as offers wise, not yet.
Not yet, but they're coming.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, I know they're coming because you're a hard worker, and you heard me tell Caden, the guy that just left off the bench, work harder than not the people in your community.
Mm-hmm.
Don't work harder than anybody in Knoxville. Don't work harder than anybody in just the East Tennessee area. Be the best in the state.
Yes, sir.
And work harder than anybody in America.
Yes, sir.
All right? That's going to separate you, right?
Mm-hmm. Because
there's millions of kids out there, Riker, that has your skill level today.
Yes, sir.
And they have the same ambition you got.
Yes, sir.
I want to go to college. I want to go to the NFL. But what are you going to do to separate yourself to be that guy, right?
Yes, sir.
How important is the weight room to you?
It's very important. You get bigger, faster, stronger in there. A lot of coaches looking there, seeing like what you lift and stuff like that, so it helps you at college and things like that. So.
Yeah. Who's been the most impactful, coach for you in your, tenure since Little League all the way to where you are now? Who's been the most impactful coach for you?
I have a few of them, but most at the top, you, Coach. You really helped me through a lot. I have another one, Coach Robbie Harrell. He helped me a lot too, and a recent coach I just had, Coach Keith. He helped me with a lot of stuff and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach Keith. Did you mention me?
Yes, sir.
I'm one of those guys.
Yes, sir.
Y'all heard it here first. Stike said I was one of those guys, man. I appreciate that, Coach. You taught me more than you know that you've taught me, though. You helped me be a better coach.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely, and I appreciate you. I'm glad that we can do this road together, and I appreciate my name was even in the list because you've been around some great coaches, and including your dad. Your dad is a great coach outside of just being on the field, right? Just to have him in your ear, he's always, come on, run the ball. He's always on you, right? But it's for great favor. It's for great reasons, right? And it's going to be tough to block that out, When you do make it to the next level, what's going to happen is you're going to be running the ball and your dad ain't going to be talking to you, but you're going to hear him. Right, so and it's stuff like that that's going to stick with you for a long time. Now, our committed player of the week, you was actually a backup to this guy, and great football player. How was it being behind Jarvis Dozier? What was that like for you? What did that do for you?
It was great. I got to learn a lot from him. He's a great player. He taught me a lot and helped me get better, do a lot of stuff, and get me ready for varsity ball. So, I'm excited, and yeah. Yeah,
absolutely. I agree with that. I wouldn't be an upset back if I was behind that guy.
Nope, not at all.
He was a horse. And right now, we're going to take it over to the bench and meet our committed player of the week. Jarvis Dozier. How you doing, sir?
Good, about you?
I'm blessed, man. Tell me something slick so I can slide.
I got nothing to say right
now. Well, congratulations on being my committed player of the week. Jarvis, I've watched you play ball since you was in Little League, man. And the first time I ever seen you play, I knew that it was something about you that other people could not do. What is it about you? What is that it factor that you have in you, and you've had in you since Little League? What is it?
I feel like I've always been working and stuff like that growing up. Like my pops always had me doing something before I started lifting weights. I was always doing like home workouts, and then like growing up, I feel like I was always like a one-dimensional back, just hitting people and stuff like that. And as I got older, mostly in high school, I started learning how to like actually preserve my body and stuff like that, just work on different crafts and stuff, just perfecting my game.
Yeah. So how many years have you been playing football?
I started playing football when I was 8, so 11 years now.
Who's been the most impactful coach in your career playing football since Little League all the way through high school?
Coach. I'll say Coach Henderson.
Coach Henderson.
Coach Henderson.
Yeah, Oak Ridge coach, right?
Even though he probably got fired, whatever happened, stuff like that. He was always kept it real with me. I feel like, even when I was doing good, I thought I was doing good. He always kept it real. I can get better. Always pushed me and stuff like that, even to a point to where like, even when I felt like I had like a good game, he was keep working.
Yeah.
As a coach, he was probably the most influential coach.
Well, that's nice, and it was a coach there for me that kind of pushed me and kind of molded me and made me feel good, and even in some of those days where I wasn't doing well, so that's good to hear. And it's always that one coach that's very impactful for you, so that's good to hear that. That's good to hear that. Shout out to Coach Henderson out there, and good luck to his boy. His boy's going on, I think. His boy's going on to play ball somewhere else. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Oakland, yeah. So I'm excited about him. I've always talked about that kid, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do in his future. So right now you're committed to UVA Wise. How was that process for you? How did you choose UVA Wise?
Well, so that process was like a little tricky because throughout that whole senior year and stuff like that, recruiting, it was like real rough. And initially, I had Austin P on my mind and stuff like that, but then when the coaching left, like all the coaches left and stuff like that, I was just trying to like see where. Well, UVA Wise been like they was like the first people to offer me and stuff like that. So, like kudos to them and stuff like that. But their coaching staff had left too, and they went down with Austin P too. Like they kind of combined and went down to UTEP down in Texas, Texas Del Paso.
Yeah.
So after that had happened and stuff like that, I went. Me and Monty, the wide receiver at Oak Ridge, we went down there with Coach Kelly. He took us down there and stuff like that, and we just loved the campus and stuff like that. They had new coaches that came from Quincy. Their run game was real good and stuff. They had like 3 backs that had like 800 yards apiece. So that was good. And they had they also run like a very similar offense to like how can't want to get that out, like.
Right.
They run a very good offense that complements me and Monty, so that's why I picked that. And that's why Monty picked it too. But the campus is beautiful. Coaches, I love them and stuff like that. We talk every day and stuff like that. And then they already sent me out to workouts, doing the workouts and stuff like that, getting stronger every day. And then also the playbook and stuff like that. So they real hands-on with you and stuff. So that's why I like them.
That's awesome. Amani, I need you to help me get that young man on here.
Yeah.
That'd be good too.
Yeah.
I coached Amani a long time ago, man, and he was a tremendous athlete, but wound up being the best center we had. It's so weird, right? And we couldn't move him. He was so good. He was probably as athletic as he is now, but he was the only center that can get it done for us the way we needed to.
Yeah.
Wound up getting hurt during practice, so we didn't even get to keep that kid, and he didn't play football a long time after that. So, Jarvis, if you can help me get Amani on here, that'd be great.
Of course.
So what does UVA plan to do with you? Are you going to be playing running back when you get there?
Yeah, so I'm going to be playing running back primarily and stuff like that. They haven't talked to me anything about switching my position. They talk about me having me involved and stuff like that off the rip. So I'll be getting in rotations, just going in there and stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to work right now on the off season as hard as I can, so I can be prepared as much as possible for calls and stuff like that, conditioning wise, speed wise, and the strength wise.
Well, Jarvis, I've seen cats like Sean Bohannon. I've seen cats like Sean Summers. I've seen cats like Corey Booker, James Booker, and many, many more running backs. You, honestly, to me, in my opinion, are one of the best running backs that I've seen put on an Oak Ridge High School uniform. You're a horse. You run very hard. You're physical. You're fast. You're quick. And your skill reminds me of how Barry Sanders ran. Just very, man, you're just very good. So I'm excited for your career, right? Do the best that you can at UVA. UVA could lead you to an NFL combine or a transfer portal. Whatever it is, work harder than anybody in America. Reach for the moon, because even if you fall short, you also still will be amongst the stars, okay?
Yes, sir.
You are a committed player of the week. I greatly appreciate you coming in. Guys, when we come back, we want to talk a little bit about everything that's going on in the Anderson County area. Coach Keith has just got fired, right? 865-483-8112. We want to talk about what's going on with the scandals, what's going on in Clinton, right? But now, if you want to be negative, I don't do a show that has any negativity in it. I just want to know your opinion. Your opinion matters, but don't be negative on an opinion. But you can speak your opinion, right? If you would just want to give Coach Keith a shout out, give Coach Keith a shout out. Give him some love, right? But we don't want to be derogatory or anything. If you don't agree with what's going on in Clinton, we want to hear that. We just don't want any negative feedback. I will be taking phone calls. That's 865-483-8112, and we'll do that when we get right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
SL Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood.
This is so much more open and lively than I think we're used to.
Food, entertainment, everything was great.
Amazing time, really amazing time. It's a great family outing. There's tons of vendors, plenty of food to eat.
You got to see it.
There's music, there's laughter, there's all of these amazing things just going on wherever you look and turn.
We plan to come back every year as long as I can.
We should never lose sight of our health. to keep moving forward, let's not forget everything we've learned. Limit the salty food options. Make your own daily exercise routine. And always receive regular checkups. More than anything, we have learned how important these small steps can make a big difference, so we can all continue to move forward together.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. And you know what else really sucks? Getting screened for cancer. But you've got to do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer. For more information, visit getscreenedforcancer.org.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me. For all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. How y'all doing, guys? You see it on the line there, 483-8112. That's 865-483-8112. Or you can call toll free at 866-412-8112. You can watch us online at bbbtv.com, bbbtv12.com, Facebook, X, or YouTube. Guys, if you're already here, make someone aware. Please share. We want to talk about everything going on in Anderson County. We want to get some insight, how you feel, what happened, what do you know, what is your opinion, what is your shout out to Coach Keith. Right here, right now on set, I have with me a young man that is very dear and close to my heart. He's almost like my son, but he's not. But he is, but he's not. But that's my guy. That's my guy, Truck. You guys know him as Tory Holt, maybe Truck. Truck, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What grade are you in?
10th.
10th grade? How many sports do you play?
One.
Just one sport?
Just
What
one.
is it?
Football.
What's your favorite sport?
Football.
Football?
Yeah.
So when I was in school, my favorite sport was basketball. But I was way better in football. Do you, I know you used to play basketball. You still got a love for basketball a little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Near and there.
Yeah. You interested in playing track, throwing shot put, anything like that?
Nah.
No, just straight football. Who is your inspiration, right now at Oak Ridge High School? Who inspires you to be great at Oak Ridge High School?
Like Jermichael and Tim Walters.
Yeah. I tried to get Tim on the show today.
You did?
Yeah, he said his mother told me he wasn't ready to publicly speak, which I understand. He may be a little camera shy.
He is.
But he's special. Yeah. What are the things that, Jermichael and Tim do to kind of push you and make you great?
Like, they push me in the weight room, like, a lot. Like, they push me harder, make me go up in weight, stuff like that.
Yeah. How's that been working out for you?
It's been working out good.
Yeah.
Got a lot stronger.
Absolutely. So, big year coming up for you and those Wildcats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't end the season the way you wanted to last year, so y'all got a chip on your shoulder, ready to come in.
Yes,
what are
sir.
some of the things Coach Rain talks about, to prepare yourself coming into this new season?
He talks about be hardworking, like stuff like that. Like really, that's really all be perfection.
Yeah.
Like be perfect.
Yeah.
But you can't always be all the way perfect.
Right. But he has state championship on his mind.
Yep.
Does he talk about it often?
Sometimes.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure the whole team has state championship on their mind.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What are you going to do to assure that you're helping your team reach those common goals?
I want to work hard, make my teammates better and me at the same time, and just fight them, not fight them.
No, fight them. Yeah, fight them.
Make them push harder and stuff.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about you're playing football over there, right? We know grades are important. How are your grades in school right now?
My grades in school, they're good. They're really good.
Yeah, really good, good. Because that's going to separate you. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep those grades up and you keep working hard. Make sure we hit some camps. Look like we got somebody on the line that wants to talk. You want to talk to him?
A little bit.
All right, let's see what they talk. Let's see who we got on the line. Thank you for calling Exigent Sports. This is Coach DJ Pendergrass. Who we have on the line, caller?
Hey, Coach. It's Shelly. What's up?
This is who?
Shelly.
Kelly.
Shelly, can you hear me?
I can. Spell it for me.
How's it going?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
So, do you have a question or a comment, or you want to share your opinion on what's going on in Anderson County?
You know, I wanted to give my opinion.
Okay.
I just wanted to say I am embarrassed. I feel bad for everybody. As a Clinton alum, I'm embarrassed. As a parent of an Oak Ridge student, I feel bad for all the kids involved because I think it took a lot of an outcome away, not only from Oak Ridge kids that played, but all the kids that Clinton played, where they took the W, now those had to be forfeited. You can't go back and replay those games and change the outcomes, and I just think it's sad if it's really true what was going down. And, you know, sports are important, but you have to nurture the kids as a whole, and things could have been handled differently. I was proud of Clinton for turning it around and having a good season, of course, but if that's the way it was done, man, that's embarrassing for everybody.
It is. Shelly, thank you so much for calling in. What would you like to see done in this situation?
I think a thorough investigation needs to be done. They need to keep cleaning house. And, you know, the kids, I mean, if they need to take classes, take summer classes, whatever we need to do, like their education comes first. Sports are important, but we need to teach the kids. That's first and foremost. So let's get them in there. Let's get those grades up. Let's do what we need to do and make it right.
Absolutely. Thank you for your support. Thank you for calling in. And we'll continue this on the social media sites, okay?
My pleasure, Coach. You have a good one. Take care. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right. Love. Bye.
All right. We have another call. Let's take line 2 here. Thank you for calling in. Who do we have on the line?
You have Dave Willis in Augusta, Georgia, class of 81, Clinton High School. Very disturbing news here, and I like you said, we want to stay positive. And I think we really need to look at what was done. He was not fired. He was not retained. Those are two different things. And technically and legally, we need to be careful about what we say because this could wind up in court. So let's be factual about what we say. Very disappointed in my alma mater. I think the system failed these kids, and I don't think it was a one-person show. I think there needs to be a cleaning of the house from the top to the bottom and start anew. The young men, my heart go out for. And another kind of switching off of that, as far as recruiting, my son is at Swanee, University of the South, and it is a process. It is a process of relationships. So young men build that relationship with those coaches because that's what they're going to look at. They're going to look at game film, full of film, but they're also going to want to know who you are. Watch what you put on Facebook. Watch what you tweet. All that stuff they look at for recruiting. And God bless you guys.
Thank you so much for calling in. And speaking of changing, and I do know they have a new hiring of Robbie Hurrell. I'm excited about Robbie Hurrell being there and excited to see the changes that he will make at Clinton High School.
You know, we need to look forward and we need to learn and grow and do better and be better all around as a community, as a school, as an area. There's a lot of talent in East Tennessee I think that gets overlooked. So we need to continue to press forward, keep coaching them up.
Yep.
You know, I'm an old coach too, but we just need to do better and make this a step forward and springboard into better things for everyone. Thank you for allowing me to have my comments.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being positive. And I appreciate you saying make sure that we're saying facts. And thank you for the call. And we'll touch base on that. So what he was saying is Coach Keith did not get fired, all right? He's saying that his contract was not renewed. So be very aware of how you word things. And I said fired, right? So, and he's corrected me, and that's a great thing. So be aware of how you guys are wording things, how the rumors start spreading, right? If I tell Tory Truck something right here, right now, and he gets to telling somebody else, well, by the third, fourth person, that story's going to be all discombobulated. So make sure that we're telling the facts, and we're telling it how it is the right way, and don't go off on rumors. I lost one of my close family members, one of the closest family members I had, by repeating a rumor that somebody else said, and it has hurt me and my relationship with one of my closest family members by repeating a rumor that is not even true. So that was a great call. And I tell you what, Truck, you was a great interview, man.
A little bit.
Yeah, you was real good. Who's that guy over there on the bench?
LaDainian Pendergrass.
Danian Pendergrass. That's my son right there. What's up, Dane? How you doing?
Good, you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming in on the show last minute. I had some last minute changes, and you gave me a hard time, but you still showed up for me. I appreciate you supporting your pops. Tell me, what grade are you in, and what school do you go to?
I'm a freshman at Clinton High School right now.
Who's your best friend?
One sitting right beside you.
The guy sitting right beside me. And what school does he go to?
The rival.
The rival, Oak Ridge. How does that relationship work for you? You know, Truck goes to Oak Ridge, you go to Clinton, but you're willing to say and honestly speaking on right here on live TV saying, this is my best friend, this is my brother. How does that relationship work for you?
Like, we grew up together, like, I don't know, like, we just grew up together. We was real close. Like, we ain't always went to the same school, but, you know, like, we just stuck through it because, like, we brothers, we tight like that. Like, we just, like, stay together through everything, no matter, like, ups and downs, like, the arguments we get in, fights, like, over anything. Like, we just know how to stick together and get through it together.
Really. I really love that about the both of you boys. So I know it's always competition with you guys, and it has been since you was little. Clinton versus Oak Ridge, now there's even a stronger competition between you guys. But you still show each other love, and I'm proud that I can call both of you my son, right? And you guys have that relationship. LaDainian, do you have any ambitions to play any college ball?
Yeah, I do. Like, going to college is like taking the next step, but for right now, like, I just gotta focus on getting through high school and maintaining my grades as of right now.
Right. When did you start at Clinton High School? And the reason why I'm asking this is because of the scandal. And guys, the phone lines are still open, 865-483-8112, or you can call toll free at 866-412-8112. Make someone aware and please share. Give us a call. We want to know your opinion. We want to know what's going on in the Anderson County area. But Dane, when did you start going to Clinton High School? And the reason why I asked again is because of the grade manipulation scandal that's going on.
I started, I'm pretty sure, at like sometime either at the beginning of 2024 or like at the end of 2023. So like really before any of the stuff was going on or that I knew was going on. So that's
right. So as your dad, I know you went at the end of, I think you started in February. It was like a week or two within February. And so that stuff happened February, March, April, May. Now, when you actually got to Clinton, you was acing classes and getting through homework and doing tests really, really quickly. Is that correct? Look at Truck. Is that right or wrong?
That's right. I mean,
what happened to you because you was going so fast through your homework and through your tests? What happened to you?
Well, I got switched out of some of my classes because like they said they were like too easy and they weren't challenging me. So like I got switched out of like 2 of my classes like within like a week.
Right. Do you know what those classes were?
I think one of them was ELA and another was math.
So English and math. So you got switched out of your classes, and I think a few more weeks down the road, you was like, man, they done switched my classes again. Did you have to take a test to get out of that class, or was it like you were just too good for that class too, and they bumped you up another level?
Oh yeah, they made me they pulled me from my third period, which is wellness, and they brought me to the office, or I think it's one of the principals or whatever they are, one of their offices, and they made me take a test to like see where I was, to see what classes I needed to be put in. So they had switched my math, and they switched it again, and they just moved my math to first period because I used to have math second period. But then they switched me to the second period with the teacher I have, but then they put me in the first period class. So
you're telling me in your experience, they didn't keep you down. They challenged you and tested you twice since the time you entered there to kind of gauge on where you need to be. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, that's basically what happened. They just tested to see like how far I could push and what my limits were.
Right. Dane, I appreciate it. Guys, I got to take a quick break. The phone lines will be still open when we get back. 865-483-8112 or 866-412-8112. If you're on social media watching, this is a great time for you. Make someone aware. Please share. Sharing is caring. We have to pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
This is so much more open and like lively than I think we're used to.
Food, entertainment, everything was great.
Amazing time, really amazing time. It's a great family outing. There's tons of vendors, plenty of food to eat.
You got to see it.
There's music, there's laughter, there's all of these like amazing things just going on wherever you look and turn.
We plan to come back every year as long as I can.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way. We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes,
We get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever. Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
How you doing, Coach?
Right here on set, I have my brother, my friend, one of my ex-coaches, and we have tangoed. When I say, buddy, we've tangoed, but we've done nothing but love each other, respect each other for a long time. Thank you for joining Exigent Sports.
I can't believe you actually made me do this, Coach.
Well, don't tell them I made you.
You didn't make me, but this is awesome.
That's what they're saying in the news. They said Coach Keith made them change the grades. So now you're making me. Then you put me on there and on the spot.
I'm still Coach Keith.
Yeah.
I'm still hashtag Coach Keith.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
day. But hashtag DJ Pendergrass is my dude from day one.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
my son's godfather, the first person that I ever gave that honor to.
Yeah.
Well, the only person.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
the first, the only person.
Let me ask you something, because I want to get to my favorite part of the show. I got about 8 minutes left on the show, and I have a lot to talk about. Let me ask you something, Rodney. A lot of people call you mean, butthole, loud, obnoxious. What is your passion for how you raise your child in sports?
So my passion started when I was raised by a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to be quick. She was hard on me too. She wanted me to have a career. I played sports. Of course, I got into some, not big trouble, but some minor trouble in school. I played semi-pro. Ended up falling in love with cars. Got my degree to work on cars. After that, I ended up having Riker, my son. I was a single father for a lot of, I don't even remember how many years. I just got married, but been with her for 7 years. So up until then, but it was just always, I am loud, I am obnoxious. You know that. Some people don't like the way that I am, and it's no disrespect towards other people, but just, it's not even just for my son. You'll hear me say, "Come on, Dane."
Yeah, yeah.
Truck, Jarvis,
Yeah.
your commitment player of the week.
Yeah.
If he was still here, he would tell you the same thing.
Absolutely.
He's heard me on the sidelines hollering at him, telling him, "Come on, man, let's go."
Yeah.
You know, but I was blessed too to be in coaching with you. So I got that. The one rule was say 2 good things before you pull a kid down.
That's
right. So I still stick with that, but I guess as we've got older too, or the kids have gotten older, I'm a little more harsher on them.
Right.
So I try not to say, or I don't feel like I say profanities out loud. I do holler and scream, but football is. I tell my wife this too to this day. She's my second love.
Yeah.
My first love is football. Yeah. I'm sorry, but you're my second love. So I don't know where my son fits in with that. So I guess he's third. But first is football. It's that simple. That's why I'm that passionate. I love football.
Thank you for your story. A lot of people don't know your story and don't know you. People was like, how'd you have him as a coach? I know you. When somebody gets to know somebody and just takes the time and not judge, and gets to know somebody through their heart. Right?
Yes.
Because your heart is different than the way people perceive you.
Yes.
Right? And I know that. And
not many people will allow other people to open up like you do.
Well,
you're an amazing motivator, first and foremost. But you're an amazing person. You really are.
No, I appreciate that. Well, I told you I got about 6 minutes of the show left now. And it looks like the phone line, somebody's on the phone. And we do want to take this phone call. So let's go ahead and see who's on the line. Thanks for calling in Exigent Sports, Coach DJ Pendergrass. Who's on the line, caller?
Hey, DJ, it's Alicia Darty.
Hello, Alicia. How you doing, young lady?
I'm good. I was supposed to get on the show with you a while back during basketball season, and my mom was going through some chemo treatments, but I just wanted to call in and spread some positivity. I am a graduate of Clinton High School, a valedictorian there, went on to play softball at the University of Tennessee, ended up transferring. Basketball was my love. I heard you talk about how you were better at one sport than the other, and I agree with you there. I was better at softball than basketball, but basketball was my love, and I transferred to Maryville College because I ultimately wanted to be a high school basketball coach, and that dream came true. And
congratulations.
I'm proud of Clinton High School, and I know that there's negativity out there right now, and you can investigate any school you want, but at the same time, things go on in places, and I'm a math teacher. I have great scores. I've always had great scores. I love my students, whether they're athletes or normal students. My basketball team at the time has a 4.0 average. None of my kids have taken any kind of credit recovery classes or any of that nature. Like, they're just good kids. And I know there's negativity blowing out there in the news and everything that's going on, but in hindsight, we're talking about a very small percentage of people, students and things that have gone on. But there's a lot of bright things happening at Clinton High School. And I know a lot of people want to see Clinton High School fall because, man, things are booming as far as everything going there. But I just wanted to call in and be a bright spot because we have great students, we have great athletes, we have great teachers, we have just great parents there in Clinton, and the news will end, and it'll end up kind of going away, and we'll rebuild. One of my best friends, Lisa Watson, I know you know her.
Oh, yeah, coach.
She's been a coach of mine forever, and
Yes.
she's coached with me, and she's always said, a setback is always a comeback, and I truly believe that.
I like
and
that.
The comeback is coming, and I'm excited to be at Clinton High School. I'm excited for our community. I'm excited for our kids and our parents and our teachers and our staff. It's a great place to be, and again, I know negativity is out there, but it's a great place to be.
You got me chill bumps over here, girl. I love it, Coach. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive. Let's spread some positive news around Anderson County and just support one another. Thank you so much for your call. That was amazing.
May
And
I say
congratulations. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. With the news that we had today with Robbie Harold,
yes,
I think that is a tremendous stepping stone.
Yes, I agree.
In order to
have order.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll figure out what happens after this. But Robbie Harold, he's another guy that you and I, it's kind of a triangle with us three.
Yeah.
And I think that is an amazing,
I
amazing
agree.
thing.
I agree. 100%. That was the guy for the job. Alicia, hopefully I can get you in on the show soon.
Yes, absolutely, and I'd love to bring some of my stellar athletes on there and talk to you. But again, great things are happening at Clinton High School. I know negativity gets out there, but man, things are booming, and once this kind of clears the air, you're going to see Clinton High School have its comeback.
Absolutely. Thank you for the call.
You're so welcome.
All right. That was a great call. That was positive.
Absolutely.
That was positive. I said when I came in on the show I was going to go straight to the word of the day. I wasn't able to do that. So what I want you to do with me is my favorite part of the show. And my favorite part of the show is called the word of the day. So right now, I want you to drum roll with me for the word of the day.
Ready?
The word of the day is torrid. Torrid is an adjective. Torrid can be used to describe something that is literally hot, such as a region near the Earth's equator, or figuratively hot, such as a romance or hot topics. And I would like to use that in a sentence today. The Facebook trollers have been relentless in covering every detail about Clinton High School's torrid grade manipulation scandal. Torrid. Our word of the day is torrid. It is the hot topic. It's the hot thing that's going on. So torrid is what's happening right now.
And it's a shame that it's such the negative.
Yes.
But I'm going to be biased here. Let's keep talking about Clinton.
Yes.
Because
I can't keep talking about Clinton yet, but I will come back to something.
Everybody else, Coach. I'm sorry.
I want to read, guys, but the phone lines are still open. I have probably about 30 seconds to take a call, but I want to get to the weather status about baseball right now. There's a lot. Shout out to East Tennessee in baseball and softball. Oak Ridge made it to the state. Oakdale made it to the state. Wartburg softball made it to state. Oliver Springs Bobcat softball made it to the state. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So baseball updates, weather update. Baseball game scheduled for 5 p.m. tonight will be after the storm passes. Softball, they're saying 9 p.m. Okay, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Due to field conditions and softball, games will not be played tonight. Updates regarding tomorrow's schedule will be posted on their brackets as soon as possible. Soccer. All soccer suspended matches and 2 matches scheduled for 6:30 will begin at 8 p.m. Track and field warm-ups begin at 7:15. So all that's going by. So let's go with the scores today. Class 1A, Eaglesville versus Oakdale. Eaglesville 17-2. Oakdale will play South Pittsburgh tonight following the passing of the weather. Oak Ridge on a comeback came back and beat Bradley Central 8-3. Oak Ridge plays Arlington at 4:15 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Today. It's in the rainbow. Oh, okay. I got a call coming in, but I can't take this call. I wish I had more time because I have a lot more to talk about. I'm sorry I can't take the call. But thank you for joining in. We'll carry this over Right.
Thank you, Coach.
Rodney, Coach DJ Pendergrass, Exigent Sports. Till next week. Have a blessed day.